Yeah, basically. I mean, the idea that this is not the end of the world and that they're funding the 3 most important agencies, I mean, it's maybe in your world, it's not the end of the world, but, you know, I've spent the last, 6 hours last night just surveying local news stories about this. I mean, 85,000 people are losing nutritional assistance in Arkansas. That's not inside the Beltway. That's in Arkansas. 13 Head Start programs are closing in Connecticut. That's not inside the Beltway. So for these people who are affected by these cuts, it is sort of comparable to the end of the world. And I understand that, it's great to wait it out and to, negotiate from a better platform with more power and the debt ceiling and all that. But those 2 weeks that you waited out are consequential for a whole number of people, not just in the agencies that the Republicans want funded, but many, many agencies beyond that. And I think we tend to lose that perspective when we have these types of conversations. And that's all I wanted to say.
Look, I think if there are genuine human emergencies, the Republican House should move to fund those relevant programs. But the entire federal government, I was chief of staff at the Education Department. I had to designate the essential employees when we shut down. And we designated, I joked to Bill Bennett, who was my boss, can we just say that no one at the Education Department is essential? In all honesty, no, that's not true. And that's too flip because there are people who depend on education funds. I understand that before I get lectured by Sam. But the truth is, there are parts that really are. There are parts that are serious, that are urgent, and parts that are not. The Republican House can move on cases of genuine human emergency, but a 1 or 2 week shutdown is not going to be the end of the world. And if you can't go into the Smithsonian
unless you're on food, unless you're on nutritional assistance,
it's not going to be the end of the world. Honestly, even if you're on nutritional assistance from the federal government,
There's a really important
the state of Arkansas can help out. Localities can help out. Churches can help out. I believe that no one is going to starve in Arkansas because of this shutdown.
I'm really glad we're going to open up the churches and synagogues for the homeless of America because of this kind of act. I think now we're down to what this is about and the difference between inside the Beltway argument and mechanics and real principles. This is an act of irresponsibility on such a scale, and it goes to the heart of what our politics have become. And incidentally, I'll give you an awful lot about what the Democrats have done in Congress, but I think it's time to once again reevaluate the Obama presidency and to look at it as a halting mechanism for this demagogic force on so many
We've got to go to break, but I've got to